The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication. Podcast publishing made easy. Libsyn.com. That's Libsyn.com.
Welcome to the Old Time Radio Network Western Stories, riding into the Wild West of gunfighters, tales of cattle drives, and sheriffs. Those tales of rough and rowdy adventures of those heroes of the Wild West. We now go back to the early days of Westerns on the radio and our imaginations with our feature presentation.
Horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver, the Lone Ranger. As cowboys gather around their campfires, they still tell stories of the most picturesque and colorful character ever to ride the plains. The masked rider of justice whose deeds have been handed down through the years by the people of 7 western states. A thrilling adventure lies ahead as the Lone Ranger rides again. Come on, Silver, old boy. We have to beat Bert tonight, and we've got to hurry. Hi-yo, Silver! Away! Jake Caldwell and Lem Purdy had fought hard and worked hard throughout their years together. They had seen stampedes and dusty drives over long trails. They'd known good times and bad. They'd quarreled, and each, on more than one occasion, had saved the other's life. But they'd never been parted, and as they grew old, they lived in a small 2-room shack some distance from town, their lifetime savings hidden in their home. It is night as our story opens. Jake, disturbed by a noise, excitedly awakens his partner.
Lem, wake up. Come on.
Stop shaking me.
Wake up, Ratchy, and keep quiet.
Oh, what's the matter? Tain't morning, is it? Tain't even light outside.
I know it ain't, but wake up. I heard the door to the house squeaking.
Oh, wind blowing it like as not.
Wind nothing. Ain't a breath of air stirring. What's more, I barred that door myself before I come to bed.
Jake, did you say someone was in the house?
Bad, Ratchy. Get the sleep rubbed out in your eyes and get your shooting iron.
I'm awake now. Let go me. I'm wide awake.
Someone's in this here house, Lem. Someone's after our money.
Well, then, let's get going.
Now, stand ready. Get your gun steady and I'll open the door sudden.
I'm ready.
Call on him to stand still. If he don't, you just open fire.
You sure there's someone there?
I don't know. If they ain't, it's all right. Here goes now.
Stand where you are.
There he is, Lem.
He's shooting.
Shoot back.
Oh,
he's getting out.
Take a shot. I'm winged.
There he goes.
Shoot him, Jake. Shoot him.
Missed. Blast the dark. I missed him.
Get a lamp going. See if he's got our cash.
How bad you hurt, Lem?
Never mind me. I'm just winged. Get after that critter.
How can I?
Get a light. See if our cash is gone.
Set yourself down and take it easy till I get this lamp lit. I got to see how bad you're hurt. That's the first thing.
Our cash.
Your cash won't be no good to you if you're dead. Maybe that wound's bad.
What ain't bad?
I'll have a light in a jiffy now. There we are.
See about the money. If we lose that cash, we're cleaned. Every dime we had in the world was in the box.
Look, the box is gone.
Oh, he got it, Jake. He's cleaned us out. It's the same skunk we've been hearing about.
Robbed, flat, broke.
The dirty ornery polecat, the snake, the long...
Let me see that wound.
Oh, but we'll get him. He can't get away. I was ready for him.
Stop your noise and let me see your arm.
The heck with my arm. Take a look outside the door. I fixed it so's the critter wouldn't rob us.
Lem, don't excite yourself now.
I ain't. I tell you, Jake, I trapped him. I figured he'd come to rob us sooner or later.
Sure thing, Lem. I know all about it.
You think I'm loco?
Well, sometimes a wound gives a man a fever. You don't know what he's saying. Now, just you wait till I get water heated up
Let me look outside the door.
Lem, won't you sit still?
I had reasons for not wanting you to use the front door, Jake. I've been wondering how long it'd be before the sneaking thief come to get our cash. Come here.
All right, Lem. I'll humor you.
Just fetch the lamp and take a look. A man couldn't come in the front door without walking on the porch.
Nope, I reckon not.
Now fetch the lamp.
I'm fetching it. Here it is.
Come on.
That wound of yours
Yeah,
needs
mind that
taking.
wound. Look here. Look. A couple of days ago, you thought I was loco, didn't you?
It didn't make sense. You claiming you wanted to feed the birds and throwing flour in the porch for 'em.
You thought I was loco.
Well,
I
I
was
thought...
trying to feed flour to the birds. Well, all I wanted was to spread flour on the porch. Now, look.
Why, doggone.
A footprint. A clear one and a good one.
Darned if it ain't.
There's the mark of the sneak thief. Jake, these rewards for him.
Yeah.
He's been working all around here.
Rob someone most every night.
Yep, and takes care not to leave tracks. Well, there's his track.
Sure enough he is.
And that track will hang the skunk. I told the sheriff what I'd done. Now, all we got to do is to get him here, let him find the boot that matches that mark.
That won't be hard, Lem.
Well, why won't it?
Look at the size of them boots. There ain't but 3 men in the whole blame town wears boots that big.
And it passed. You see?
Yes, sir.
Jake, we're going to get our money back and get that reward and all the honor of getting the thief on top of it.
Lem, I thought at first that you was touched in the head.
I knew it.
And then I thought you was a little feverish. And then I thought for sure you was loco. But I take it all back. You're smart.
Early the next morning, the two excited old men reported the robbery to the sheriff. They also told him of the footprint, and the lawman returned to their shack to make an investigation.
It's about the clearest footprint I've ever seen.
And we seen it last night, Sheriff, and then we put a box over so it wouldn't blow away.
You can trace the crook by it, can't you, Sheriff?
Now, let me see.
Many men wears that size boot, is they?
2, maybe 3.
That's what I figured.
There's one of them wouldn't stop at robbing you.
Who?
Big Wally Burke.
Wally Burke. By turn, that sounds like the man. He never was good for much, was he?
Drunk half the time and sleeping most of the rest. His wife's most crazy trying to make something of him.
Then he's the one.
He keeps telling it around that he's going to come into some money someday.
Yeah, well, he's come into it, but by darn, he won't keep it for long.
Lem, last week when you told me about the scheme you had in mind, I thought you was loco.
Me too.
Well, it wasn't as things has proved.
You give me the clue that'll make it so as I can get that sneak thief that's been working around here and jail him.
He wounded me.
Well, maybe we can hang him for that. It wasn't his fault that you wasn't killed. He shot to kill.
You gonna call on Burke now?
I sure as thunder am. And when I do, I'll take a look at his boots. And if they got a patch that matches this, we've got the goods on him.
A fiery horse with a speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver. The Lone Ranger.
Our scene changes to the home of Wally Burke. Wally was a typical character to be found in almost any small town. He was big but lazy, good-natured but shiftless. He was
This
honest,
is the legend
but not
of
clever.
a man and a horse.
He
and how
seldom
they
possessed
met.
anything more than
Story
small
of the
sums
Lone
of
Ranger
cash.
and his
And
great
it
horse
was with
Silver.
surprise that his wife watched him as he counted a large pile of money.
I still can't believe it, Wally. All
The
that
Lone
money.
Ranger and Tonto
Oh,
were trailing the worst
yep.
outlaw in the West.
Honest?
His name
It's as
was
honest
Butch
as any
Cavendish.
cash that
They had
circulated
followed
out
this
here,
trail for many
Mary.
weeks.
Where'd it come
until
from?
finally,
I told
they
you,
noticed
Mary,
that
that
the hoof
someday
prints of
it'd
the
come
outlaw's
to
horse
me.
were fresh.
It's reward money.
For what?
Well,
Yes,
can't
Tonto.
tell much
Can't be
without
far
sort
ahead.
of boosting.
What'd you ever do that got a reward?
Help to catch 5 killers over
No,
Pecos
I want
Way.
to take him
They was
alive.
masked men that done most of the work. But
Steady
he
there,
promised
Tonto.
me that I'd get the reward.
He gave it to you?
Tonto, he missed me, but he
Last
shot my
night
horse.
when I rid
Get
out.
after him.
I guess I kind of sneaked out
Tonto's
the
horse
house
was
on me.
tired and no
But
match
I've
in
been
speed
going
for the
out to
animal
Flat
Cavendish
Rock every
Road.
night.
The outlaw
hoping
escaped.
sometime this man would
When
be there
Tonto
with the
returned from the
cash.
futile chase,
Last night he was there.
he found the
No,
Lone
Wally.
Ranger standing
Now, if you
beside
only
his dead
straighten up
horse.
and stop
good
drinking
horse, Tonto.
and do something
Loyal,
worthwhile.
patient.
I'm a going
Brave.
to, Mary.
But my
I
next
promise
horse
you
must
that.
be faster.
I'm a changed
I wish that-
man. Now I'm a man of
You've heard
affairs.
stories
You
of a
prove
wild
that by
horse,
your
a fiery
actions.
white
I'm going to
stallion.
put this cash in the bank.
your valley over
We've
there.
seen the last
where
of the hard
Cavendish
days.
We'll be
I'll
on the
the
lookout for
happiest
the
woman in
wild
the
horse while
world.
we follow Cavendish.
See who's there, will you, honey? And fetch my boots when we come back from by the door.
Now, Will.
I'll put the cash away till I go to the bank.
Howdy, Mary.
Tonto's horse carried the Lone Ranger's saddle,
speak
his
to
saddlebags, and bridle.
in.
While the masked
Howdy,
man and the
Sheriff.
Indian
Come
continued
on
on
in.
foot along the outlaw's
Well,
trail.
there's Lemon
When they reached the
Jake.
top of the hill,
Look, Tonto.
they halted suddenly and stared at an awe-inspiring sight far down in the valley.
Where's that cash from?
Take a look, Sheriff.
They
My
saw a
luck's
great
changed.
white stallion in a death
changed
fight
for
with
the
a
worse.
giant buffalo.
What's the matter?
That's
The
our
horse was
cash.
plunging,
Yours?
rearing, charging, and dodging
Looks like we
wildly.
got you with a good
and the
spurt.
sun flashed from his coat
Why, no,
as from a coat
Sheriff.
of polished
See,
silver.
here, place
They
last
realized
night,
that
didn't
this
you?
was the
Our
legendary
cash.
white stallion,
Now,
the
kids,
one
I don't
ranchers and
know.
hunters had
Wally,
talked so much
is
about.
that the truth?
Must have that horse. Was this
I'll
critter
try to
out of
shoot
the
the
house
buffalo.
last night, Mary?
Fire for pistol shot.
I'll get
Now,
closer
most
before
every
she-
night.
Now, look here.
As he ran
Oh,
down the
you're
hill,
the
the Lone
critter that
Ranger watched
robbed
the battle.
Lemon Jake,
The
eh?
swift
I
white
never
stallion was
got no
nimble and
such a
courageous,
thing.
Where'd that
but his
cash
strength
come from?
began to
Why,
wane.
it's
The
reward
buffalo
money.
charged again and
I got
again.
for
The
something I
splendid
didn't
muscles of the
think
white
for.
horse were
I
slower
got
in
the
responding,
cash last
then
night.
too slow.
That's
He was caught by the
How long
buffalo's
since
charge.
Pecos been paying
Crimson
reward
stained his
cash in the
purified
middle of
coat.
the night?
Another
Well,
charge.
it
The
wasn't
white horse
paid
saw it
direct
coming
by
and he couldn't
Pecos.
dodge.
A
He
man
staggered and
fetched it
fell.
to me.
The monster
name?
drew back
I
and
don't
lowered his
know
head
that.
for the
Where's he
death
from?
charge.
I don't know.
And then
Where's he
two
now?
shots
I
rang
don't know
out.
nothing about him. He
The
was
buffalo
mad.
shuddered from the
that don't
impact
be
of the masked
all.
man's
But
bullets.
that sort of
For an
story will
instant,
be
he stood
believed.
motionless.
Hold on, boys. Let me handle
Then
this.
fell.
Oh, Wally, you can't fib your way out of it. Why don't you tell the truth about it?
I ain't fibbing, Mary. I'm a-trying to tell the truth.
Wally, you didn't need to go to Lemon Jake's place to meet this masked hombre that you didn't know nothing about, did you?
I wasn't nowheres near Jake's place.
Then tell me how your boot made a print on his
Truly
front
battered
porch.
Huh?
the white
Lem had
stallion
flowers
lay
spread
quietly
there.
as the Lone
He said it
Ranger
as a
bathed
trap
his
that it was.
wounds.
This boot fits
During the
that
next
mark
several
on the
days,
porch.
the masked man and the Indian
I don't
cared
see
for
how
the
that
injured
could be.
horse.
I didn't wear
The
them
wounds were
boots,
closed,
and I wasn't
and the
near the
horse's
porch.
strength had
I
returned.
snuck out of the
There
house
was
last
once more
night so
fire
Mary
in his
couldn't
eye,
stop me.
a spring
I
in his
was
step,
wearing these
and his
moccasin
head was
slippers
lifted
I got on
proudly.
right now.
You thief.
I wasn't even near the house.
yourself again.
I got this money honest from the masked man.
Ain't no use trying to brazen it out, Wally.
I wonder if
They
you'll
got
take
you.
a saddle.
We'll take her cash
Let's
back
try.
if you don't mind, Sheriff.
Take it. Now then, Burke, you're under arrest.
But Sheriff, I tell you,
Maybe you can save yourself from hanging
No, Tonto,
by
wait.
telling where you've hid
Let him
all the
go.
rest of the stuff you stole.
I ain't
Yeah,
stole
that's
nothing.
more than anything in
Mary,
the
you
world.
tell him.
I'm sorry,
deserves
Wally.
his freedom.
Much as
He
I'd
fought
like to
for
be
it.
on your side, I can't believe you're anything but a sneak
He's
thief.
turned to look at us.
There's been a lot of talk
how
around
the
here about
sun
the sneaking
reflects on his
coyote
white
that's robbed
coat.
everyone. But
Him
to
look
think
like
it had to
silver.
be you. You of all people.
But Mary,
It's no use,
for him.
Wally. I'd have stuck by you through almost anything.
Look at him.
But stealing like that and shooting at a poor old man like Clem, well, you'll have to take what's
Tonto,
coming to you.
He's coming back.
That's all I can say.
Come on,
Just
Burke.
as if he
but
knew what I
guys,
said.
Sheriff, Jake,
Silver.
Ramsey, Red.
Come on there.
Boys, let me
beauty.
get these slippers off
Hand
and
me
get
the
my
halter,
boots
Tonto.
on.
You won't need boots in here.
As the mighty
don't
stallion
you
felt the
believe what
halter,
they
he trembled
say?
as if from a
I'm
chill.
telling you.
Every instinct told him that he must flee at once to preserve his freedom.
It was something stronger, some mysterious bond of friendship and understanding. He heard the man's voice, and
Silver. We're going to be partners.
Matt, Who are you?
Use halter. Man who met your husband last night.
The saddle.
Didn't he tell you about it?
horse like that.
You?
Yes.
Saddle. There never
You
was
gave
a horse
him
like this.
money that was for a reward?
Yes,
We're going
why?
to work
Where is
together.
he?
The horse was wild
he
and
told the
unused
truth.
to the ways of men,
Mister,
and the
they
weight of a
took him to
saddle and
jail.
rider.
He's charged
But the
with
masked
stealing.
man was a kind
He
teacher.
couldn't even make me
He was
believe the
gentle yet
truth.
firm, and
Whoever
Silver
you
was
are, in the
intelligent.
name of heaven,
The
help
stallion
poor
seemed to
Wally.
I'll
sense
be
the
back.
desires of the Lone Ranger and did his best to cooperate. He learned quickly, and after several days of training, he was ready.
Curtain falls on
No
the first
hoofs had
act
ever
of
beat the
tonight's
flames
Lone
like
Ranger
those
drama.
thundering hoofs of the great
Before the
horse
next
Silver.
exciting scenes,
During the
please
past
permit
few
us to
days,
pause for just a
Cavendish
few
had gotten
moments.
far away, but the masked man and Tonto trailed him relentlessly with only a minimum of rest. It took days to cut down the outlaw's lead, but at long last, Cavendish came.
There he is. Come on, Silver.
Now to continue our story.
A new burst of speed.
The savings of Jake Caldwell and
Cavendish
Lem
fired
Purdy
wild
were
shots
stolen
over
by
his
a
shoulder
thief
until his
who
gun was
entered their
empty.
shack at
The
night.
horse, though powerful and
A
fast, was no
footprint
match
left
for
by
the
the thieves
charging
made them
Silver.
suspect Wally Burke.
Fear and panic filled
Wally
the
was
outlaw
discovered by the
streets.
sheriff
He heard
in
the
possession of a
hoofbeats
large
ever
sum of
nearer.
money and thrown into prison.
I want you,
But the cash was reward money, given him by the Lone Ranger.
The masked man.
When the masked man learned what had happened, he rode to his
The
camp.
last of the
where he
Cavendish
met
gang
Tonto.
was captured.
So
to be
after I
tried
left
by
Burke's
law
home,
and
Tonto,
punished
I
for
inquired
his
around the
crimes.
town and learned all about
There
this
were many
sneak
others
thief.
whose criminal plans were to be
him.
challenged by
I
the
don't know
Lone
who the
Ranger.
real thief is,
his
Tonto, but I
faithful
do know it
Indian
isn't Wally
companion
Burke.
Tonto,
You
and
whipped
his great
him
horse Silver.
last night.
Yes, we were together at the time this prowler went to the home of those two old men. But you and I are the only ones who know that Burke is innocent.
No, I'm not believe you.
No, they have Burke in jail. The curious thing is, his boots do fit the print on Lem's front porch. The thief stole much less from those two than Burke got as his reward. The sheriff naturally supposed that other stolen money was with Lem's and Jake's.
We get Burke free, huh?
We're going to get him free, Kimosabe, but I don't know just how we'll do it.
You sure boot fit print on porch?
The sheriff said it did.
Maybe him wrong.
He might be, but it's hardly likely. However, we'll make sure for ourselves that the print is still there.
Oh, footprint still there?
The sheriff has it covered to make sure the flour doesn't blow away. He plans to use it as evidence at Burke's trial.
What law do to Burke?
As nearly as I can find out, they plan to hang him.
Him not killer?
I know it.
Him not horse thief?
The man who stole Lem's money wounded him. The sheriff claims that the shot was fired with the intention of killing. On the strength of that, they'll try to hang poor Wally Burke.
Him our friend.
We came all the way from Pecos to give him the reward he earned. We're going to do our best to give him the freedom to enjoy that money. Tonto, you stay in town and learn everything you can. Find out all there is to know about the sneak thief. Meanwhile, I'll learn what I can in another way. We'll meet here in 2 days' time and compare notes.
Tonto go to town. No.
And I'm going back to Mary Burke's place. I want to hear more about her husband. Come on, Silver.
Get up, white fella.
The sheriff locked Burke in the jail, then made his way to another cell, where Simon Boswell was imprisoned for cattle stealing. The sheriff, not wishing to be overheard, spoke to Boswell in guarded tones.
It's worked slick as silk, Boswell.
Burke's sure to be convicted, ain't he?
Never was anything more sure.
Good.
It's a good thing I was told about that flower on Lem's front porch. It'd give us the chance to leave them footprints there.
Yeah. Prince, the biggest man in the town.
When I saw Wally sneak out of the house last night, I went in and got his boots. His missus was asleep. Say, them boots must have come all the way to your hips when you wore them, didn't they?
Well, they were darned inconvenient, but I managed them all right enough. I even walked a little ways from the house to my horse, so as to leave prints on the ground as well as on the porch.
Good. Now, there's one thing that's got me a little worried, Simon.
What's that?
Lem and Jake seen you when you fired, didn't they?
They seen someone was in the room, that's all.
Did they see how undersized you was?
I don't think so. It was dark.
I reckon if they had, they'd have said something about it.
I'm sure they would have.
I never figured on us getting all the luck we had.
What's that?
Burke was given some reward money the same night.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
It worked out perfect. I'd figured he'd be catched with no cash, and we'd have to make folks think he hid the money. But he had the cash right with him.
Too bad we can't get that, too.
It's gone to Lem and Jake.
Yeah.
Maybe if Wally could escape, you could slip out another night and go to Lem's place again. Folks would think Burke went there and stole the cash before he made his getaway.
That might be worth a try.
By thunder, it could be done, Simon.
Suppose it could.
I can tell Wally that he's due to hang. I'll fix up a story and see how he takes it. I'll let you know by and by. I'll talk to him right now.
All right, do that.
Sheriff, I tell you ain't giving me a fair chance.
I want to speak to you, Burke.
You talk with Boswell in the cell on the other side, but you won't come near to me.
I'm here now, Burke.
Listen, won't you just try and find that masked man? He'd tell you the truth.
Your story's too thin, Wally. No jury'd believe it.
Well, go to Pecos.
Too far.
But drat it, I'm innocent.
Listen, Burke, will you listen a minute?
Well?
You're in a bad way. Maybe you don't realize what's ahead for you.
Oh, I know. Jail for about 5 years.
No, worse.
You wouldn't keep me here no more than that. No jury would give me more.
You won't stay in jail long, Wally. You shot Lem.
I did not.
The facts say you're the one that was there, and the one that was there shot him. Attempting a murder is the same as murder, as far as punishment's concerned. You savvy?
No.
You're slated to hang, Wally.
What? But I'm innocent.
Now, hold on. I don't believe your intention was to kill. That's where I'm different from the jury that'll try you. I don't want to see you hang.
I don't want to hang.
There ain't but one way for you to avoid it. That's to make your getaway from the jail.
How?
Don't talk so loud.
How can I get away?
I'll help you to. Late this afternoon, when folks ain't around, I'll let you out. You get heading for the North Country and keep moving. I'll have a horse for you.
Well, then I'll be an outlaw.
Take your choice. A living outlaw or a new grave in Boot Hill.
I won't be able to see Mary no more.
I reckon she don't care much about seeing you, Wally.
No, I reckon she don't. I'm just born to hard luck. It'd be bad enough if I was guilty, but being innocent, being on the verge of having things that cash it by, then to see it all gone? Sheriff, I may as well head for the Badlands.
Late that afternoon, the Lone Ranger and Wally Burke's wife closely examined the ground near the shack for further evidence. Caldwell and Purdy, unable to understand what they were searching for, watched with open curiosity.
What the Sam hell they doing anyways?
I don't know, Lem. They're coming to the house now.
May as well open the door and let him in. I'm sorry for Mary Burke.
Yeah, so am I.
Hi there, Mary. What you doing?
I wanted to have a look at the print on your front porch, Lem, if you don't mind.
Them Wally's boots?
Yes.
I'm too polite to inquire about the masked man. Seems you might show better judgment, though, Mary.
What do you mean, Jake?
Well, being as your husband's in jail, it ain't wise for you to associate with his outlaw friends.
I'm not an outlaw. Now take the cover off that footprint. I want to see it.
Gosh, you talk like you was used to giving orders, stranger.
Let me see the print that sent Burke to jail.
Lift the box up, Lem.
Yeah. There.
The boot fits it all right, mister.
Yes, but that doesn't prove that Wally Burke wore this boot.
Huh?
Unfortunately for the real criminal, he walked in the dirt here far enough for his stride to show.
What do you mean?
I don't savvy.
Burke is about the same height as I am. Look how I'd have to walk to match this stride.
Jumping juniper.
Jake, you see that?
Do I see it? Am I blind?
Them short steps. Burke never could walk like that, let alone run for his horse to make a getaway.
I know Burke isn't guilty because I'm the man who brought the money to him.
The money?
The money he said was given him by a masked man. The money you claimed is your own.
But me and Jake, we was robbed.
Yes, and the thief still has what he took from you. Who is the smallest man in town?
Gosh, they don't grow small around here, stranger.
There's that cattle thief. Oh, but no, it couldn't be Simon Boswell.
Why?
He's already in jail.
He is? I want to see him. Who knew about the flour you spilled here?
Why'd you want to know that?
Because the thief made it a point to step in it. Who knew it was here?
No one but me and Lem.
The sheriff, Jake. I told the sheriff.
Look, there's Wally riding away.
Your husband.
You sure of that, Mary?
Yes, I'd know his style of riding. That's him heading north from town.
Here, Silver.
Where's he going?
He must have got loose from the jail.
He's escaping.
I'm going after him. We're going to learn things now. Hello, Silver! The Lone Ranger overtook Wally Burke, and together the two men rode out of sight. That night the jail was lighted only by the moon shining through the barred windows. The sheriff went silently to Simon Boswell's cell and unlocked the door.
Move quiet till you're out of town, Boswell.
Is everything all right?
Sure, as long as you keep quiet. Careful not to leave no tracks tonight. I couldn't get them boots for you to wear again.
Where are they?
I don't know. I went to the house for 'em, but Mary wasn't home, and the boots was missing.
I wonder where she put 'em.
Never mind them. Get going now, and be sure you're back here so I can lock you up again before morning.
I'll be back, all right.
By the time you've finished your term in jail, we'll both be sitting pretty.
We're sitting pretty already. I'll get going now.
Maybe when I've got all I can out of him, he'll have an accident. Too bad for Wally Burke. But he should learn to take care of himself like I do.
You stand still.
What the?
No. Go back.
Hey, what's the meaning of this?
You find out by and by.
Put down that gun. I'll have you hung for this. You're sticking up the law.
That's right. You bad law.
You cussed redskin. What do you expect to get out of this?
You see. Now me take gun.
No, you take that.
Me got gun. Now you go in jail.
Now, hold on. Listen, you can't do this.
Me do. Lock you in jail.
Wait. Listen, Injun. I'll make a deal with you. I'll pay you cash money. There's things you don't savvy. It's worth a lot to me to get out of here. I'll pay you more than you ever seen before. Let me make a deal.
Tonto disappeared and left the sheriff in the cell recently occupied by Simon Boswell. The sheriff, raging, shook the bars of his cell and called for help, but received no reply. The hours went by slowly, until finally, at daybreak, Boswell returned and found the exhausted lawman locked in the jail.
Great gosh, what's this mean?
Let me out! Let me out! Before someone comes and sees me in here.
How'd you get in there? Where's the key?
I don't know where the key is. The Injun's got it. Did you get the cash?
Sure, it's right here in this package. Them two didn't even wake up this time.
Who says so?
Lem!
We was awake, you rat.
You!
We was awake all the time, keeping quiet.
Now maybe the truth will come out.
Burke! You back?
We all here.
It's a frame-up. It's a frame-up. You can't do more than jail me.
That, Boswell, is for a jury to decide. The sheriff said the man who shot Lem will have to hang.
No. I'll tell you everything if I don't hang. I'll tell you where the money's hid.
That's the thing we want to know.
Injun, you got the key for that there cell?
Me got.
Then open the door and let Simon Boswell in along with the sheriff.
There's the masked man that give me the reward money. Maybe now you'll believe me, Sheriff.
It don't matter if he believes you, Wally. I do.
Mary. Oh, gosh, Mary. Maybe at last our luck has changed.
Listen here. I'll make a deal with all of you.
The door, Tonto.
There. Door open.
In with you, Boswell. I reckon when the United States Marshal takes charge, he'll be downright pleased to have all the true facts of the robberies in these parts. And the sneaking lawman that let a prisoner out in jail to rob folks.
Mister, you fetched me that reward money. I tried in Pecos to get you to take it. I'm offering it again right here now. Hey, wait a minute, mister. I'm talking to you.
Come on there, Silver, old fellow. There's trouble in San Carlo. Tonto's there waiting. Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger, Incorporated.